Ukraine is the place which allows us to break out of the constraints that we are already living within. Ukraine is the place which allows us to see European history in a broader way, in a freer way, in a more ambitious way, and in a way which might be more appropriate for the century that we're living in. Okay, but that is the perspective both of Russian propaganda and of the people who made the revolution in the Maidan in Kiev in the first place, that this is about Europe itself. Let's assume for a moment that that is true, because I think it is. What the Russians and what the Ukrainians agree about, and it's important that they agree because there's very little about the revolution in the Maidan and Russian propaganda which overlaps, right? But there is one place where they all agree, and that is that the stakes are Europe itself, that this is about Europe. It's not about Russia, it's not about Ukraine, but it's about Europe itself. Now, if they agree, and let's assume that they're right, how could they be right? Why would this be right? I think they are right. And I think it's because the average protester on the Maidan and Vladimir Putin understand something which is so obvious that Europeans can take it for granted and therefore not notice it. And that is that the European solution to the problems of economics, the problems of sovereignty, the problems of the 20th century, is based upon a pretty simple bit of political theory. That pretty simple bit of political theory goes like this. There are three levels of politics. There is the level of civil society, there's the level of the sovereign state, and then there's the European or the international level. Each of these three reinforces the others. When Ukrainian protesters say, we need the European Union, we need an association agreement with the European Union, that what they are doing is they're saying, we are using civil society to reach out to Europe to strengthen the sovereign state. All three parts are necessary. None excludes the others. When President Putin or other Russian officials argue that there is no civil society and the European Union is decadent and must be destroyed or is destroying itself, they are starting from the same premises, just they work towards different conclusions. The Russian view of politics, or the official one, is the sovereign state is real, but nothing else is real. Civil society is not real, and the European Union is not real. If you start from those premises, then you destroy level 1, and you destroy level 3. You destroy civil society, and you destroy the European Union. What's left is sovereignty, but sovereignty which is unchecked by civil society, and sovereignty which is not reinforced or rounded by the European level of politics. In other words, you're left with hierarchical sovereignty. You're left with a world of power. So what I'm trying to say is that Russians and Ukrainians have something right. They disagree about what should be done with it, but I think their analysis of the European Union is in fact correct. And if I may say so, more profound than what comes out of the European Union at this time. This is a theme to which I'm going to return, but I find it interesting that Russians and Ukrainians are capable of analyzing the European Union by way of political theory, whereas many inhabitants of the European Union project categories of ethnicity onto Russia and Ukraine, which are inappropriate. Okay, but I'll return to that.